So when we turn on the external power, all the systems are turned on, so it's, you can press that flashing button here. So now it runs a gyro test. That's why we have no horizon, and all the systems, the other systems as well, running an auto test. So we have the FMS here in the middle, and the start screen is the nav ident screen. It shows us the database, the active, the NDB, which is not an NDB, it's a nav database. So we check it's within its valid period, and then we press pulse init position initiation. So if we had a GPS signal, it would be below the GPS position there, but and that's what we usually pick. But now we can only choose between the last known position, so we can choose that. And then we continue towards the flight plane. So the flight before was to Stockholm. We can choose Oslo now, which is Echo November, and then Golf Mike, Gardermoen. So then, yes, exactly. And then it automatically shows us a list of flight planes, and on top we have the flight plane we want to use, Aarhus to Oslo. So you can choose that one. Yes, and now it's in the scratch pad, so we put it up in the show flight plan on top. Yes. Okay. And then if we want to, we can look it through, check if it's the same as we have on the printed flight plan. Okay. And then, but it's the same we always use. So you just press flight plan select and then activate. So that's it. Now the flight plan is in the FMS. And then the pilot flying chooses FMS up here on the, this is the nav source for our flight director. So in this case we fly on the FMS nav source, and we have plotted the flight plane. Then we can choose our departure, the left button here. Then we have a selection of runways, one to right, for example. If we had SIDs, standard instrument departures, it would show us all the departures for that runway. Okay. But there is none in Aarhus. There's only omnidirectional departures. Okay. So we just. How do you know that? I thought it was a design. There's not any in the Jeppesen list. So how do you know? Yeah. So the omnidirectional for Aarhus is just 700 feet, and then you can turn in any direction. Okay. So you just activate that. So when we get our clearance from the tower, she tells us right turn direct to Botex, for example, or a left turn in this case. That's the clearance outbound. What is this? To the left? Or to the right? To the right. I mean, everyone. That's our vertical navigation. But we need our performance to have that shown. So you can start by pressing the performance init to the right. Then we have all our performance calculations. This is the start page. We use the full performance mode as different modes, and we can continue. That's the previous next button here, next. And then this is our speeds for climb, cruise and descent. The standard speeds. So when we climb in this VNAV mode, it uses this speed to climb. You press next again. Then this is the minimum reserve fuel, which is also standard plugins. Press next again.